All right, so today I was sitting here going through a bunch of things on a notepad and decided I'd share it with all of you because I think it's important that people ask me all the time when I'm building membership programs, you know, when you build a program, what should you do and kind of how do you do that kind of stuff, you know, and how do you work through this process? So this might be a little advanced for some and not advanced enough for others. So take it for what it's worth. You should be seeing this on YouTube, so it's probably free to you. What I do is I start to think about my opt-in and where I'm going to lead people from YouTube. So when I'm doing YouTube marketing, I'm starting to think, okay, here's the YouTube video. Where do I want to take them from this YouTube video? And when I get them there, what is it that I want them to feel or have value in? So the first thing I do is I take them to step number 1, which is an opt-in. So when they get to the opt-in page there, I want them to usually give me a name and email address of some sort so that I can give them more information. And how I do that is I give them a bunch of free stuff. Like I'll tell them, look, I'll give you a free ebook if you opt in, or if you'll do this, I'll give you some more free videos that'll train you on how to build like a membership program or a continuity program, or you know, why your business should do this. And before I go much further, one thing, if you do not have a membership program or you have not built one, you should. So important for every business. You know, I know there's a lot of my friends out there that watch my Facebook videos. I know you've got talents. I know you've got a lot to offer the world, and you should be doing this. You should be building a membership site, even if it's in the evenings, and getting this thing going, because this will really make a difference overall in your life and, you know, doing your passions. So build an opt-in page when they get to this page, and then give them free content. Then what I like to do is I like to give them, so right here would be free content again in email number 1. So this is an email. This is number 1 that goes out to them. Then email number 2 is another really good, totally, you know, exciting. In email number 2, I start to tell them kind of what I'm building and what I'm going to start to pitch them about, and that they can get that. I'm not afraid to remind them of what they're going to get right here either. So if I have an offer that I know I'm building, like you know, a membership program that's going to teach them how to cycle or how to ride a Century, for instance, I'm going to start to talk to them about healthy tips in cycling right here. I'm going to give them all sorts of cool things to look at on their bike, why air pressure is important, you know, when climbing their hill, what cadence they need to be, all that kind of stuff. Then number 2, I'm going to start to remind them again about all those things, get more in depth with them on, you know, what they need for a Century, of, you know, like what goos to buy, or what, you know, if they need to take a, you know, some sort of hyper shock that they're going to ride with to give them more energy, all that kind of stuff. Give them some really good. And then email number 3 right here is where I give them some excellent free content. So this is all free, right? So free, free, and free. But this one right here, at the very end of the video, I give them the capability of buying, you know, for whatever amount of money, X amount. You know, so let's just say it's $10. And, you know, we call that How to Ride a Century, you know, ebook, or, you know, a couple videos on that that are really step-by-step what they need to do, how to pack their kit, how to lay their stuff all out, you know, all that kind of stuff on that one. So what you do is, this is called a, you know, an opt-in cycle. So I give them a bunch of free stuff. So first of all, the reason you use YouTube and you use YouTube marketing and video marketing is so people can get to know you and trust you. So what I do right here is I'm building trust. I'm building trust. I'm building trust. And when I've got that trust built, then, you know, it's nice to be able to say, hey, look, I have this product. If you want it, great. If not, you've got tons of value from me. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed that content, and I give back to the world. If you want to support, you know, what you're doing and you want a little more in depth, bam, here's your chance to buy this, and they get involved with your community and they start doing stuff. So that's kind of the step-by-step process. Now, if they're totally into cycling, and that's kind of what my thing is, then what I would do is, if they didn't buy this and I had another cycling program, then what I would do is I would wait 10 days, come around here for another package that's different, and I would start them on another cycle again. So on that cycle right here is to try to get them to opt in, and then boom, through the same exact steps as right here. Now, if they bought this package right here, and I know it takes them 30 days, or I follow I watch And how I watch is Office Autopilot. If you have that in the background, which is probably a lot more than most of you are going to use, you can track when they're done watching all the videos, or they've gone through and they've asked questions, so on and so on. So when they're done with this process, then I would remarket this to them. But if they don't buy this process, then 10 days, I come back into this. So 10 days into here, if they've bought this already, wait till they're all the way through with your program, give them a few days before they're, when they're done with that program, maybe 10 days again, and then start them into something else that they may love your content. Because a lot of times they'll buy several things from you, and why not? I mean, if it's reasonable, it's great stuff, it blesses their life, so be it. So then you just take them right back through this process. And then what you want to do is, once again, we come right back in here, we do the same process, and then bing, we're into our, our third product. So a lot of times when you're thinking about your first product, so if this was Century Cycling, riding a Century might be here. Buying a bike or being familiar with a bicycle, or basics on bicycles, things like that, may be here. And then here is how to actually race your bicycle, So not only are we, doing a Century, but we're actually going to competitively race. We're going to learn how to do a pace line. You kind of get the point. It steps through the different things to make it more advanced, but they're three separate total modules that I can sell out to people and, basically get them into my email lists. And when they're in these email lists, the other cool thing that you can start to do is when they're, like if they opt into here and they buy this, or they buy this one, I can always go back and send them cool emails, reminders. So let's say that I know a certain brand of tires that I'm an affiliate with, or I'm an affiliate with some nutritional supplements, or I can recommend things. And I can also do affiliate things that will also bless their lives that you can also make money on at the exact same time as you're doing this process. So to some of you, this might be kind of new and you have some questions. If you do, you just make a comment below and we'll get right to it and answer your questions for you. If you've subscribed to the channel, thank you. If you haven't, subscribe. I'm always doing kind of different business ideas, things like that. Nothing to buy really on here. We do have the Go Fast Video Academy coming up, which is going to teach you how to rank YouTube videos to make this process better and more effective for you, so that you're going to be able to not only make your videos here, but get them on a landing page to do the opt-ins, things like that. And would love for you to go check that out. We haven't launched that to the world yet, so just our secret right now. But we will be launching that out. It's an absolute amazing product. You'll love it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel. Make a comment down below if you haven't. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.